Well, hello friends. So welcome to Make Up Your Mind. I'm Shadow. If you're new to our channel, welcome. I hope you stick around. I hope that you click that subscribe button. So today is going to be a review on the brand new, well, not brand new, but new Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer. So I am pretty excited because it's been actually quite some time since I have stepped out of the drugstore foundations. I have to honestly say, and I'm pretty sure you guys will probably hear about it in a later video, I just haven't decided yet how I want to go about it, but I'm basically going to let you know some of the foundations that I've been grabbing from the drugstore that have been absolutely huge disappointments. And I literally had no other resort but to go out and get something that was on the higher end side. Alright, so for those of you who are new and don't know how exactly my reviews work, I don't do first impressions because I feel like you don't really get a full review on those. So I really love to test out a product for quite some time. I usually like to at least take a 3-week test run on the foundation. Basically, I wear just that foundation, good or bad, and I basically put it through all kinds of tests. So basically, I usually start out with just wearing the foundation because I kind of want to see how it does all on its own with no primer, no setting powder. I also then try different products with it, different primers, different finishing powders. Then I like to see how it holds up for a 9-hour day at work. Then I also like to see how it holds up for, you know, a night out on the town with the girls and stuff like that. I also want to see how it does in pictures. I also go ahead and test it outside, so I usually try to wear it to like the theme parks or something like that, or knowing that I'm going to be outside for a really long time. So I definitely put it through the ringer before I make my final decision. So with that being said, I am a medium olive tone skin tone, and I am combination oily, so I'm super oily right here and then dry everywhere else. So sometimes it becomes a little difficult for me to find a foundation that can really adjust to both of those things, so both to my oiliness and my dryness without it looking patchy or anything like that. So usually, like I said before, I do a really good job at finding a drugstore product that is absolutely amazing. But lately, they've just been crap. So I went ahead and picked up this one, and I'm in the color number 11 Honey. And I just literally went to the Clinique counter, got matched up. Also too, for those of you who don't know, if you go into the department store and you go ahead and get matched, you can actually ask for a sample before you purchase the product. They will give you like a little vial. Usually it's good for 5 to 7 days. So you can really test out the product and then you can come back and make your final purchase. These foundations are not expensive, but they are not the most expensive in the, you know, in the department store. I definitely have bought way more expensive foundations that were not as good as this one. This one here retails for $27, which I find absolutely amazing because a lot of the Tarte foundations, Urban Decay, which one? Too Faced, a lot of their foundations are in the late 30s to mid 40s price range, which can be pretty pricey. So I found that $27 for a huge bottle is absolutely fantastic. So that's for the price, and the look of it is pretty simple. It's a glass bottle, which I really enjoy. It is pretty large for what you get for that price. So as you can see here, it's pretty big. And then finally, the applicator. I love the applicator on this thing. It is really super cool. It is just perfect. You just place the amount wherever you want the foundation, and then you go ahead and you do either a beauty blender or a brush. So I really like that, and I really love that it doesn't pull a whole lot of product. And I feel that if you're going for a lighter coverage honestly pulling it out once and then just hitting the cheek, here and here, you are set to go. Like, it'll give you a nice medium coverage. This is a full coverage, so if you decide to, you know, build up the foundation or place more foundation on your face, it is going to give you a full coverage look. All right, so on to application. So like I said before, I go ahead and I take the applicator and I put it on my face, just usually wherever. I usually make a couple strikes on my cheeks, then on my chin, then on my forehead, and then down the nose. I have used multiple applications on this. I don't like to use my hands because my hands are dirty and I have small kids, and yeah, I don't like that feeling of using my hands on my face. So it has worked amazingly well with a beauty blender. I have used all kinds of brushes on it. So I've used a buffing brush, a stippling brush. I used like even a powder brush like this. You know, sometimes you gotta make do with what you got. And it literally goes on flawlessly. What I love about this foundation is that once I go ahead and, you know, place it wherever I want it, and then I come in with a buffing brush, it literally blends in so smooth, seamless. It literally applies flawlessly on the skin. I cannot get enough of that just easy, weightless kind of application that literally melts into your skin. And also too, what I loved about this foundation is that once I went ahead and buffed it into the skin, I would say that less than 30 seconds, it's set. Like, that is one thing. You cannot just leave it on there and walk away and then come back and buff it in. Like, you cannot get distracted. So make sure that when it comes to doing your makeup, you have time to go ahead and buff that foundation in. It doesn't matter if your phone rings or anything like that. Like, buff it in first before you pick up. Because it does dry very quickly. But I, a person who usually only has 15 to 20 minutes to get ready for work, appreciates that fact. And lastly, longevity. Longevity on this thing is amazeballs. You see my face right now? I literally just put this on about 20 minutes ago, and it is about 12, what time is it? 12:20 today. I will literally still have and still look like this till about 10 o'clock tonight. Like, I can literally rock this all day and all night and not feel like I have to touch up my makeup, not feel like I have to put on more powder. The longevity wise, it is incredibly impressive. I enjoy this a lot. The other thing that I loved about this foundation is that it literally worked with all my products, all of my primers. It worked with my setting powders. It worked beautifully on its own, actually. It lasted like a good 5 to 6 hours before I felt like I was getting oily in my T-zone. So I really enjoyed that aspect of it, the fact that it was a good product on its own. So if I'm ever just in a hurry to go out to dinner with the girls, I can literally throw this on and not have to worry about doing that extra step of setting the foundation. It's good on its own for quite some time. But if it is going to be a long day, then yes, you are going to need a setting powder for it. But I just do not have enough words to say about this foundation right here. And if you have tried it, leave a comment down below. Let me know how you're loving it or not liking it. Let us know what skin type you are as well, because everyone is different. So if you've tried this and you're super oily or you're really dry and you don't like it, leave us a comment down below, because in that way that can really help the rest of the girls out. Like I said, I'm combination skin, so, you know, not everything is going to work the same for everyone. So let's go ahead and share it down below. Also, too, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, guys. And yeah, I'll be seeing you guys very, very soon.